to Night's Kitchen. Welcome back to Night's Kitchen. So, today we're making lasagna. My style, American style, not Italian. Although it's a partly Italian recipe too. My godchildren's mother is Italian, and she wrote me her version of this recipe, and I'm going to make my own, of course. So, as you remember, a bechamel sauce. We made it last time for our sauce for the feno. Okay, we're melting in our butter. We're going to add flour. We're going to add half a liter of milk, and we're going to add this broth. Now the broth is the same stuff as we used last time in water. Okay, so I'm getting that ready to go. We're making a sauce, a red sauce and a white sauce. So, a lot of things are going in that sauce. Like I said, I love the kitchen sink in my food. Okay, in here we have garlic, onions, carrots, very fine carrots as you can see, tomatoes, and celery. All of it's going in. Oops, wait a second. I'm adding one of these pre-bought packages of lasagna powder. And then I add my own stuff, of course. That's just to give it a help on the way. Now I hope this is enough sauce for as much hamburger I made. It calls for 1 kilo. It looks like a heck of a lot though, so I'm not sure. Who knows, I might have enough left over to make another one in a day or two. And just freeze the sauce and see what happens. Okay, in we go. Okay. So, next thing we're doing is putting in black olives. Now, most Italians don't put it in theirs. I just like black olives, and this goes in anything that's Italian for me. Pretty much. Now, if you remember, last time, we had a very, very, very fine salami. Salamico Milano. It's a very expensive salami. It's very good. My wife and I love it just by itself or on bread. So I might keep a few bites here for us to munch on because it's so good. Okay. Now we've got 2 eggs. We're adding some tomato mark or pasta is solid and it's concentrated. Oop. Now last time when we made our bechamel sauce, we used slagsana or whipping cream. This time we're using milk, and a bit more too, I might add. Supposed to be a half a liter. Okay, now our petersilia goes in there. We leave a little bit for dressing later. We're adding a tad bit of chili powder. Then some black pepper. Oregano. I like oregano, as you can just tell. I don't think there can ever be enough. And a little bit of white pepper. Now, I really don't know what the difference between white pepper and black pepper. Okay. And last, we're adding cottage cheese. Now, you're actually supposed to use ricotta, which is something that's Italian. If you can't find that, which is very hard to find, even though we're close to Italy. Stir it all up, and that should be it with a little olive oil. In Italy, and in my house too, anything that's Italian gets olive oil in it. So, my butter's getting too warm. I gotta hurry up. Add my olive oil. And voila, that's the red sauce. Now we're going to layer this in our lasagna. We got noodles, long flat noodles. We're going to layer it out. We're going to make different layers. One of red sauce, one of white sauce, and then all the rest. We're going to add some cheese along the way. We got Parmesan cheese, we got Edamame cheese, and we have mozzarella cheese. Now, most Italians don't put the Edamame, but I like it on top because it gives it a good crust, a good brownish crust. All right, let's get this going. Excuse me, I gotta clean my utensils here. Oh, I forgot the most important thing. The hamburger. Okay, let's get that in there. That's why it looks so liquidy still. So like I said, it's a kilo of Hackfleisch hamburger. Woo, does that look like a big pot? I do think we're going to have to make another one in a couple days. We'll let this cook up a bit, and then we're going to bake it. And I can't wait to see how this tastes. I gotta taste it right now. Just to make sure it's okay, you know? Give me an olive. It's gonna be good. Okay, now let's get to our bechamel sauce. Now you remember I made a lot last time, but this time it's a couple little bit different things too. We're adding muscat nuts. I wanted to ground my own so it'd be fresh, but I couldn't find any in the grocery store, so I have to take it what it is. Okay, you see it's cooking way too high. Get this down. So we're making our bechamel sauce. I added a little more butter because I threw in way too much flour there. It's already way thick. And this will go on and on until it's done. Just keep adding. I'm going to put some muscatnuss in there in a moment. I don't know what it is. And then I'll come back when I'm ready to go to the next step. See you in a bit. Sometimes it's like, come take a look at this. People, I wish you could taste this right now. Without anything else, this is just fantastic. I guarantee you, if you had a bite of this, you'd stay for dinner. Okay, so we're at the making stage. I always first cover the bottom with sauce so that the noodles don't stick. Also, make sure you butter your pan. Ooh, that's hot. A good portion. We got so much here. I actually believe I can make another pan. Not quite this big, but in a couple of days, I just have to freeze the meat sauce and it would work. Okay, now, our noodles. Now, my wife just asked me, you don't cook these first? No. There's no need to. They work just fine right in here. Okay, now we'll start with the meat sauce again. Now, the more layers you can make, the better it's going to be. And each layer you might want to put something different on, like cheese, mozzarella, cheese basically. And each layer is going to be alternative with that one. So in this layer we're going to put some parmesan. Excuse me. Also try to get all your sauce on all the noodles so that they do cook better. Okay, parmesan. And maybe a little bit of mozzarella. Go ahead and break some of it up. There's different parts here and there. So that's enough for that. Now, more noodles. Feels like playing cards somehow. What do you have? 4 yellows. Oops. Okay. I'll try a yellow. So there. Okay, next layer. Our bechamel sauce. If you could smell this, that muscat smells so good. Sauce. Add a little more parmesan. I have plenty more parmesan, so if I want to put some more in, I can. We'll add a little. mozzarella. Though I think mozzarella actually is better when it's in the red sauce, the hamburger sauce. And basically just get a good layer of whatever you're putting. Add some cheese. And yummy yum yum for the tum tum tum. I know I say that a lot, but I like that saying because it just describes how it feels. So this is something I would really like to make for Vicky's family in the Philippines. Especially now that we have a couple ovens in the family, I can cook the way I like and bake too. They've never had my chocolate cake either. But Vicky makes it pretty good too. Now I say the edamame for the top because I like it to turn golden brown. And so I'm only going to get one more layer of noodles in. So I'm going to do something a little bit different on this layer. I'm going to add some of the sauce. And then I'm going to put another layer on and add sauce and then the final cheese, and that's going to be it. So, final layer. I decided I couldn't put another noodles in, otherwise I'd just run over in the oven and make a mess. I did a little more of edamame cheese. Now my wife doesn't like cheese like I do. When I first came to Germany, I didn't like cheese at all. The only thing I knew was cheddar cheese. My dad would used to make me these cheddar cheese sandwiches for lunch, and I hated them. Just this big block of yucky, tasteless cheese. Now, if you melt cheddar cheese, it's quite good. And I do like melted cheese. But there's very good, and this is the thing, when you're in Europe, it's amazing how good the cheese is. And you learn to respect the French and the Germans and Italians. Everybody has their own cheeses. Okay. We're putting it in 50 minutes in the oven at 200 degrees German at 375 American. Fahrenheit Celsius. Alrighty. That heavy? Is that a lot of food? I think we're going to get fat this week. Come back and try some. Okay, cut. Okay, let's do it. Back again, and out it comes. Ooh, a bit overcooked at the top, but very good.